How's it going, guys? Mcfgotmillk here. Welcome back to another auto video. It's been a while since I posted. It's been like 3 months. I know, trust me. Been a lot going on, especially with times nowadays. But I'm back, and we are going to quickly do a nice little video on my project car, which is a 1994 Ford Mustang GT, and it is the sexiest thing I've ever seen or have ever had. We are going to be taking care of rust that is underneath the car. As you can see, since it's a 26-year-old car, you can see some rust. It's not bad, it's just surface rust. And we are going to be sanding all this down, or for the majority, and we are going to be priming and painting it black. There are certain things you can do. There's a certain type of spray that gives it a covering on the bottom, like a nice tar, that covering that stops it from rusting. I would not recommend using one of those, due to the fact that, like, if you miss spots, like up here, if you look, just right there, for example, it's kind of rusty. If you miss a spot, the rust is still going to stay under there, and it will not breathe, and it will literally eat your car alive. I recommend doing this. Just a nice, simple primer and paint. As you can see, it's Rust-Oleum, so it prevents rust, stops rust, and it's just simple paint. It goes over it, primes it, and then it paints it, and it makes it look new. But what you're gonna need for this stuff pretty much is some wire brushes, some more wire brushes, luxury after luxury of having a drill. So I have little rotary brushes, I have a cup version, and I have a whole kit of different size wheel brushes. And I bought some sandpaper, and this was a project pack. It comes with multiple of them, and they're 80 grit. But again, I have a drill with 2 settings, 1, 2, so I can depend on the speed and what to do. Of course, I have the luxury of actually going out and being able to lift the car up. I have bought my own jack stand, so I'm able to keep this in the garage for now and be able to work on it. So I'm happy to have that luxury. But again, if you do not have this luxury, as long as you can find a way to lift the car up, or if you can honestly fit under there, like I cannot fit when this is on the bottom, like on the ground. I can't, too big. But as long as you can get under there, you'll be fine. And before you get started, make sure you have safety goggles or a mask, because you do not want to be breathing in the rust. All these are little adapters that go right into the drill. Just take them up, open the drill, slide them in, tighten the drill, and then there you go. You have your own little rotary tool right at your hands. Then take your drill, start sanding. And just like that, as you can see, it does get a lot of the rust off, so I am going to continue and do the rest of this. Now that she's all sanded down and cleaned and wiped, I bagged off the brakes. Again, this is my project car, so I'm not trying to do like the craziest best job. I'm not trying to win shows. Again, it's just for me to drive on Sundays pretty much, so top down and enjoying. So again, do as much as you want to do. I did what I could. I got in all the spaces that I could. It took me about an hour, 2 hours maybe, because I again took thorough time. So now what's going to happen is I am going to prime. You're going to do about 3 coats of primer, 2 or 3, whatever one you guys want to do. Make sure you read the bottle that you're going to use. I'm using Rust-Oleum. Again, stops rust. That's what it claims. 2-in-1. About $6. And this says it will dry in 10 minutes after the first coat. So do at least 3 coats, and you should be good to go. And then after 3 coats, we're going to paint it black. Like I said, I bagged off the brakes. I'm going to keep the camera kind of far away due to the fact that I don't want overspray on the camera lens. So I'm going to do this. I already tested it out, but I'm going to test again. So it works. And then we are just going to carefully spray the undercarriage of the car. Again, I'm just doing a rear differential. When I get it like on a emptier gas tank, I'm going to drop the gas tank, and we are going to do the rest of all of above. But since I can't really drop it right now, we're going to do just the rear differential, because again, why not? If I was to drop the rear gas tank, I would have a lot more room, obviously, to be able to hit my head right here. But we are just going to go with it and see how well we can do. Again, project car, I'm just doing it to prevent rust, more rust than there already is. So let's get into it. And after 3 layers of primer, I think she's looking pretty good. Nice and white or gray, whatever you want to see the color as. So as I said before, it's not going to be a thoroughly good job. So because what I want to do is, see how that's all rusty too? When I get an impact gun, I'm going to take the tires off. I'm going to completely strip the entire brakes, calipers, everything. I'm going to take all that down, de-rust it. I'm also going to paint the calipers and all that. So that's when I'm going to remove the bag, and then it's all going to equal with paint. I'm going to paint the brake calipers and everything. But just for now, this is just an anti-rust. Because again, I'll repaint all this again if I have to. I'm only going to do like 2 layers of black. Then when I take off the fuel tank, which is 2 straps, I'll have enough room to be able to go up into there and clean and repaint. So again, but we're going to let this dry for another 10-ish minutes. And then we'll be back with the black spray paint. And this is the after with the black paint. I told you, it comes out really good. I'm actually pretty impressed with this. Again, I removed the bags, and you can see that there's still some missing. Still some missing. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. I'm not the best cameraman. See some rust. But again, I told you, take the wheels off next time, clean the entire brake system, and then repaint it thoroughly, and then take off the gas tank and get all up in there. But again, I just told you that like with simple tools and simple knowledge, you can get this done yourself. And I'm telling you, I am actually very impressed and actually surprised I did this. Let's see if we can see anything from the top. Let's see if I can put the camera in here. If it fits, yes it will. As you can see how you can't really get to the top like this. Take the tire off and you can get a better spray paint. That's exactly what I mean. You have so much more room when the tire's off and when all this is off. So, alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you leave a like, comment, subscribe below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.